6 a.m. Sunday morning. It's like Groundhog Day. It's just a little colder. It says 18 degrees, which for us down here in the south, that's pretty freaking cold. Sun's just coming up. Done with the first load. First, second load. Wheel loader shut itself off, so get it started back up. So we're pulling in to feed our second load. So far, this Arctic blast hasn't been that bad. We've had it in the past a lot colder, and this, you know, the water troughs didn't even freeze on the feed lane. The puddles are frozen, but all the tractor started okay. Wheel loader started just fine, and this morning the barn, everything was okay in the barn. No hoses were frozen or anything like that. So everything's going pretty good. Well, we're finally getting some sunshine. We haven't seen the sun in, I don't even know, 5-6 days. So wind's not even blowing at all, perfectly still. That's probably why it got down to 18, but I think it's gonna warm up pretty quick. I think we'll be fine going on grass today, so that's probably what we're gonna do. You can kind of tell the grass is frozen. You know, it's real dark green looking and kind of crunched over, but I think as soon as sunlight hits it, it'll warm up and it'll be alright by the time the cows get out to it. Alright, we're gonna go check for heat now. I'm gonna check group 1, then we'll go across the road and look for babies. Ow. Go ahead. You first. My turn. Yeah. Here's something that never happens. You see 574 and then 7574, and that calf, that's grandma, mom, and your grandson is a bull. So you got 3 generations there. Anyway, that's kind of rare. You don't ever see that. So I'm gonna go over here and check the oil in this 2155 and go ahead and get it started so that it's warming up, or make sure it starts. The tire's low though. What was I saying? Oh, gonna get this 2155 started. Make sure it starts and it'll be warming up so that my brother can go pick up babies. Got 3 over there to pick up, so oh man, kill switch is left up and it's frozen. Oh, and break it. Damn it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. You get some guys that come here and just start yanking on it or shoving it and break it. Okay, I think we got it. Jeez. Started right up, just kill switch was off a little bit. And it was a little bit frozen, but it's all good now. You can see the frost on the grass, and then it's kind of almost wilted, like freezer burn. It's a little, you can just kind of tell it's frozen. Anyway, but it should be fine. I think as soon as the sun starts hitting it, this part of it's on the back side of a hill, so it's probably gotten a little less sun than the bottom part. As soon as it warms up though, it'll be alright. This first group coming out might get a little more popsicles and then everybody else will probably be okay. So we got to make calf feed. We're almost out. So right now I'm going to put the feed wagon in high and clean it out. Last thing I fed was close-ups, so there's going to be some solids and stuff like that in there, and I just want nothing but grain. So we'll clean it out and then we'll make calf feed. shifted it to high. I'm not really sure how much faster it turns than it does in low, but it's fast enough that it'll throw all the feet off the top of the screws. So it's cleaned out. It threw about 300 pounds of feed that was sitting on the screws out. So now that won't end up in the calf feed. The calf feed is, I'll make 6,000 pounds worth. That'll last 5 days, maybe 5 days. Anyway, it's 3,000 pounds of corn, 2,000 pounds of 3-way mix, 800 pounds of soybean meal, and 200 pounds of mineral. The special calf mineral that we get made, it's got what's this stuff? Bovatec. I think it's Bovatec. Bovatec. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Bovatec. That's supposed to help fight Clostridia in the calves. I still have the feed wagon in high. I'm just going to run at about 1150 RPM. And it'll just slowly mix while we dump everything in. No big deal. So we got our calf feed mixed up. We're going to back into this bay and dump it out. This tote kind of sticks out. Kind of close to the wall. The other side. I'm just looking at my dirty mirrors, trying to see. Go ahead and rev up a little bit, throw everything off the screws. Let it get good mixed. That should be good. Doesn't need much more than that. So on this, I just barely cracked the door open. I just kind of like at number 1 so that it doesn't overload the conveyor. You know, get all that fine grain going everywhere and it jams it up a little bit. So just barely open it. So that's 6,000 pounds. So that's 6,000 pounds of calf feed. That goes to everything that's under 5 months old. That's our oldest calf right now. Or calf on grain. And it goes to everything that's in the calf hutches and everything in the weaning pens and the one group of heifers and steers that we have across the road that are on grass. Just trying to think in my head how many that is. It's 180 in the hutches. 90 across the road, so 270. And the weaning pen. That's close to 400 head. Yeah, really close to 400 head on this grain mix, and that'll be gone in 5 or 6 days. I'll have to make more. What really sweetens that calf feed up is molasses. Would normally put about 500 pounds of molasses in it, but for the last it's been about a year since we've gotten molasses. Just can't afford it right now with current milk price. So now we're gonna make our first load for this evening. So we'll get started on that. Put it back in low. Go and push this. Zero it back out. Okay, I'm just changing my percentage of feed back to 52, and then I'm going to change my amount of cows. We have 6 fresh cows today. Oh, I figured that one out. So we had 6 fresh cows today. So we're going to mix 2 loads of 296 cows, and that'd be 50-50. So wait for that to calculate it. 4,300 pounds of silage is what comes first. Back over the silage. This turned out to be a real nice day. The news completely overestimated or oversold the Arctic blast. It was just cold last night, I guess. I mean, yesterday was cold and the wind was blowing hard. Today, the wind hasn't blown at all. We actually got some sunshine. We haven't seen the sun in about a week, or at least it feels like forever. So, yeah, it's not that bad. A little chilly this morning, but no problems. So it wasn't really nothing to worry about. I mean, I guess it was a good thing we got some stuff prepared for it, but yeah, it wasn't near as bad as they were first saying. Or we were going to be in the single digits and all that stuff. So for whatever reason, the water troughs on the feed lane didn't even freeze. They didn't have any ice on them at all. I did go out to the weaning pens, and those water troughs had just a little thin layer of ice on them. I just popped the float with my hand, busted it, and that's all I needed to do. So, yeah. I have front tires though. Yeah, and then it looks like on the trailer this side's low. the good news is I'm still alive. I was able to keep the wife off YouTube. I never got any symptoms after eating dinner that night or anything like that. So I guess she didn't put any poison, or either that or she's doing like a slow release of poison. And you know, I'll just end up dead in a week or two, and nobody will know then what happened. But anyway, I think everything is good. So keep our fingers crossed on that one. She's over there getting classroom balls right now. So. I just ran off the first part of the first load for this evening, and while the 6410 is sitting here with a bucket on it, I'm gonna steal it and go clean off the slab on the back of the barn. It's mostly sand that the cows drag in out their feet from the lane, mixed in with a little bit of manure.
Line at jackontheweb.com.
Revved up and radio on. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's mostly sand and manure, but we'll just push it off the slab into a pile to be dealt with later. Very sandy soil here, and all this is sand that comes in off the cow's feet and falls off on the concrete, and then we scrape it off with a rubber tire, and then once it builds up too much, you just can't really do nothing with the rubber tire to push it off. And you can see that stuff in the back is actually what this was. It's just been sitting longer, and as time you know, as it breaks down, if you will, turns back into sand, and you can see around the back side of it how much taller the grass is than say back 10 feet behind it. And so eventually what we'll do is we'll come in with the belly dump when it's dry enough, scoop all this up and take it and put it in a washout or some ruts or something like that, and then it's good fertile soil. So, anyway, that's good enough for now. Get out of his way. He's about to come in with a rubber tire and clean it off better, but whatever he can do it. So back to the feed. So I'm running off Group 4's feed right now, off this second load for this evening. I'll park it at the end with Group 3's feed in it for tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video of the Arctic Blast Part 2. It's turned out to be a really nice day. Sun's shining. We haven't seen the sun all week, so that's nice. I've been shedding clothes all morning. I bet it's already 40-50 degrees, so nothing to complain about. Yeah, but leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next video.